Having a hard time increasing sales? Every business have challenges. An ineffective marketing strategy? Failing to attract new customers? We can help you. Just Google GhanaOnlineAds.com and create a smart profile page for your business. Ghana Online Ads help local businesses improve their online marketing and increase sales. It also helps local consumers to identify the best business for their project and discover upcoming local events. How does it work? Sign up at GhanaOnlineAds.com, describe your business, add photos, and then publish your listing. Our focus is the long-term success of your business. For more information, visit www.GhanaOnlineAds.com or email sales@GhanaOnlineAds.com.
Hello, official pal. Merry Christmas to you all. This year, Brunya, the brutal. What am I talking about? This is the Tap Send Brunya Achedia from Tap Send to you. All you have to do is to send $200 or €200 or £200, and you stand an instant chance to win exciting prizes every Thursday to the end of the year. So what are you waiting for? Send the family members the money. Let them also celebrate Christmas. And by doing that, you also stand a chance of winning exciting prizes from Tap Send. And the grand draw is on the 29th of December, where you stand a chance of winning air fryers, blenders, televisions, a lot of prizes, and free air tickets, 5 of them. Tap Send. Send the people the money. It's easy, it's convenient, and it's reliable.
All right, guys. I welcome you live on SBTV Africa. My name is DJ Nyam. If you just chance on our channel, it's SBTV Africa, the voice of the community. SBTV Sports. We also have a YouTube channel, SBTV Sports, and SBTV Africa Foundation. Make sure you subscribe to this our channel, SBTV Africa, same as SBTV Sports and SBTV Africa Foundation. Today, straight up, I'm going straight to Canada. I have Canada immigration expert. Stephen Audi online. Today, if you have any question, you can ask him, because the filler, the matter where we can't drop. He won't go Canada, work permit, everything. We day here live. Dito. Filler. We bring all the filler. So today, I have Stephen Audi online now. Steve-O.
Yeah.
I welcome you live on SBTV Africa. How are you? Long time.
Yeah, long time. Thank you very much for bringing me back on again.
Nice one. How is everything in Canada?
Oh, we are doing well.
Okay.
This time of this season is time of the year that a lot of people do not like, because you stay indoor more than coming outside. This is where we miss our Ghana weather, you know. It affects your mood, because it just makes people moody. People who have depression, all those things. This is the time it comes, you know. But anyway.
Okay, nice one. So today we'll touch on some few stuffs. Let's talk about. I've seen some article on rural and northern immigration pilots and who can apply. Tell us about those things before we go to other matters.
Okay, so the rural and northern immigration pilot program. So any immigration program that the word pilot is attached to it, it's the government trying something to see if it will work or if it will not work. So they realize that most of the people like to go to the bigger cities, Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, and those areas. But a lot of people do not like to go to the rural areas, the smaller cities and towns. So they looked at if a city is below the population of 100,000, that falls under the rural migration program. So they tried with some areas. Let's say Timmins is a small town or city in Ontario, Thunder Bay, Brandon in Manitoba, Moose Jaw in Saskatchewan, all those small towns. So they tried a pilot program there. So each time it works, they realize that, okay, this is working. Let's add another city, because the people who are the employers, the companies, are looking for people to work, but there are no people to move to those areas to come and work. So that is the rural, the pilot program that is on. So this program, it works in 3 ways. We have the government of Canada as the immigration, we have the company, and then we have the city official. So that's like a triangle. So like, let's say Accra, we have AMA, then we have the company, and then we have immigration. So first of all, the company is the one needing the people. The company will have to apply to the government. The government will work with the city for the city that is going to have give that need to say that, okay, you the company A, you said you need so and so. We the city, we've acknowledged that, and we are telling the government that it's true, and then they give you that documentation. Then before even they start looking for people, and then there should be a settlement agency. So every city we have settlement agency that works with like all these refugees, permanent residents coming in. The government funds those things to help. So in summary, the rural migration program is very good. The reason why it's very good is that when you get a job in any of these areas like Moose Jaw, Thunder Bay, Thimmins, and all those areas, you do not need LMIA. That is the most difficult application a company needs to do. And each position, the company needs to pay application fee of 1,000 for processing. It's not refundable. So companies do not want to do that. There are so many requirements, but these areas, LMIA is not required. So you can get a job over there. If that company is recognized by the local city officials and they have that documentation, they offer you that job. You need to meet the education and English language ability, then you are through.
Wow. So how can one take part in this program?
So
is it like the person needs to be in Canada or the person is outside Canada? Let's talk about we are in Africa.
You don't have to be in Canada. You can be in Ghana, wherever you are in the world. Look for the jobs that are in these areas, because those areas are specific. Those are the areas. So if you want to work in Manitoba, which is a different province in Canada, you look at Brandon, Manitoba. If you apply for a job over there and then you get offered a job, it's not all the companies who are listed on the city list. So let's take, for instance, Accra. All the companies have to register with AMA. So if the company that is giving you the job is not registered with the locals, the city official, the city website, for that, you cannot get. So you can be in Ghana, apply to a job in Brandon, Manitoba, check to see if the company is allowed to hire on the rural migration program. And that alone, if the job is offered to you, then you can go through and work on your work permit application. Now, the disadvantage of you being in Ghana and applying for a job compared to somebody who is already here is, as we all know, they would rather go for this person than to go for you who you are not in Canada. But there are so many things that I usually advise. Make sure that your CV, you take things that will show that you are in Ghana out of your CV. I do see a lot of CVs. In Ghana, people put marital status. They put male or female. They put their age. When we see a CV like that, right away, we know you are not in Ghana or you are a foreigner. So the employers, they see that this is a lot of time. I need a person next month. If I give you this job, it will take you about 4, 5 to 6 months for you to finish all the paperwork. But like, there are companies who are desperate. They cannot find people here. I've been talking to a couple of companies here. They have people, and then somebody will come today, come tomorrow. Tomorrow he's drunk, or another day he found a different job that will pay him a little bit higher. They will not even say, I'm not coming. They don't even show up. So companies are desperate, so they will go for this program. So if they don't have the people and you are in Ghana, they would offer you this job. But as much as possible, make sure that your CV, you do some work. Go to Google how to change your CV to look like Canadian CV. Because number one, if they don't read your CV, you are not getting the opportunity. So how do you make it easy for them to read your CV before they even give you the chance. The thing is, it's like football. If they don't give you the trial, they will never, you not be able to show them that you have the skill.
Okay. So I know people are watching. You are watching us live on SBTV Africa. My name is DJ Nyam, and today I'm hosting Stephen Audi, Canadian immigration expert. He's in Canada. But if you have any question, you can just drop it at the comment section. I'll put it on the screen for him to answer your question. But what are the requirements? Now that you are saying that there are jobs and all these things there, what are the requirements apart from the CV that you just touched on? What are some of the what kind of jobs are you talking about?
So the major requirement for you to be able to go through this program is, number one, you have to have at least high school, secondary school certificate. Number two, you should be able to prove that you can speak English. How do you prove that? You have to take that English test, which is the IELTS test. They will test your reading, listening, speaking, and writing ability. The score is very low for the rural migration program. If you are applying through the regular economic migration, like I do help people with master's degree to apply for permanent resident directly. With this one, with them, they need about 6/9 in IELTS. But with this one, they need 4/9. If you are able to understand me as I'm speaking to you, it's very clear that your listening will be more than 4. If you cannot understand me at all, then it means that you will find it difficult to pass the listening. If you can speak, I mean, just your JSS English level, at least you will be able to get 4 and above in the speaking. The problem is the writing. The writing is just a short essay. It's about, some of the questions are write an email to your boss to tell him or her you will not be able to come to work today. 150 words. Small things like that. So number one, secondary school. Number two is the English language ability. Because if you do not have these two things, then you will not be able to, even if the job is offered to you, you will not be able to apply for the work permit because these two things are missing in it. Now, the secondary school, it's not that you just go and take your certificate. There is a process that you have to go through. All those certificates will have to be sent to Canada to check whether let's say Akwesi said he went to so and so secondary school, is it true? Then they will check with the school, check your WAEC certificate to see, yeah, it's true, he completed secondary school and this is the result. So it's those two things with a job offer, then you can apply for the work permit. The good thing about the rural migration program too is when initially they will give you the work permit, which usually covers you and your family. When you finish a 2-year stay in that town or city, you directly transition, apply for permanent residence, and become permanent resident.
Someone, I just read one comment. Someone is asking me, what about if I don't have SHS certificate, but I can speak and write? And someone too is saying that JHS can't apply, but if the person can read, speak, and write.
Yeah, the issue is that, you see, Canada, you don't go for an interview, most of these visas. So how do you prove to the person you can speak and write? They are not bringing you to come and tell them. You can put that on your, because what the government want to do is that to solve the problem of shortage of labor. So the companies are crying to the government. So the government said, okay, I have this program in place. If we allow 20 or 100 people to the city, in our record, we know that you have 100 people, but these people cannot even understand or they are not capable of doing ordinary job. How will the companies feel? Because one thing is, no matter what, let's say you are working in a fast food restaurant, at least you should be able to sign your name. At least you should be able to fill out the logbook. Okay, this is the full, petty things. So they need that basic English. And here too, a lot of things are becoming machine. You can speak, you can write, but show us a paper. That is what the government wants, you know. I mean, long, long ago, they don't care about the paper, but now everything is about the paper.
I heard something. I need clarification from you that those who are there with visitors visa, that they don't have Nkrata. If I talk about Nkrata, I mean they don't have documents, permits, and all that. From next year, I don't know whether it has started already, or from next year, they are going to give them work permit and all that. How true is that?
You see, sometimes the things they make it look easier than the practical aspect. In the past, you cannot use visitor visa and then apply for work permit or apply for study permit. You have to go outside and come in again. So in the past, if let's say somebody is here on a visit visa, if they get a job, they get everything correct, they have to go out of Canada. So we call something flag polling. Flag polling is let's say if I live in Alberta, it's 2.5 hours drive to Montana, the US border. So you drive to the US border, you tell the US officials, I am doing flag polling. Then they'll take your passport, give you a refusal for US. You turn around, you take your passport back, then you enter, you activate your work permit. But now you can directly have your visit visa with the work offer and all those things and submit work permit application. You don't have to go out. You don't have to do flag polling and all that. Wow. That is what it means. This thing came about when a lot of people got stuck in the system during COVID. They couldn't travel. People who were supposed to stay for 3 weeks, 1 month. Here is the case. They are here. They cannot travel. They don't have money. So people are not coming in. So they allowed companies to employ them. Now, as we speak, there's a lot of labor shortage. So why not offer the jobs to the people who are here on visit visa? We've seen them. We've done interviews for them. They have all the skill. Let's give them the job. So the government said, okay, if that will work, then they can transition from visitor visa to work permit. But they will not give you work permit just like that. If they will give you work permit just like that, it is called open work permit. Open work permit has to depend on something. If, let's say, you, DJ Nyami, you get work, you are coming. Because you have work and you are coming, your spouse can get open work permit. She doesn't need any job offer or anything. If you get a study permit, your spouse could get open work permit. But they cannot just say visitor visa, everybody open work permit. In that case, those who are here to go to school, everybody will give up that and then they will want the open work permit. So that is it may sound as, oh, they are going to give you work permit, but you still have to get a job. The job has to be able to pay a foreign worker. Because even though the government wants to offer a lot of work permit, they are still there to protect you, the employee. Because if Canada is paying, let's say Alberta, they are paying a minimum wage of $15 an hour. A lot of employers do bring people and pay them $6, $8, maltreat them, put about 10 people in one single room. Those are the things the government is trying to prevent. If the company is not qualified, they will not allow them to offer that job to a foreigner.
Wow. Okay, so someone will ask, work permit. How do I get work permit? How do I apply and all that?
So the best thing is, I always say that this travel journey, a big part depends on you, the person. If you think you can read and write, use Google, use your internet, use your phone, do some research, look for the jobs. As you are looking for the jobs, if you want to do construction, just look construction jobs in Canada. Do that yourself. If you find a job, sometimes you see the phone number, you see an email, write to them, call them. If you call and the person speaking, you yourself, you'll be able to know this thing doesn't seem like it's genuine or it's fake. Do a little bit of that. When you get to after that stage, I mean, for us, we will be there to be able to help you. Is this genuine or is this not genuine? If you call me and you said, I found a job, I want you to help me to check if this is genuine or not, then I come in. But if you don't find a job, and I do get a lot of people who contact me, oh, I want to come and work in Canada. To tell you the truth, I don't have much time to be online and be looking for job for people. I do get companies that come to me and they say, hey, we need people. How do we do it? Like I worked on a proposal just this week. The company is looking for this equipment operators who can drive this, and it's an oil and gas company. So with that, the moment I get that, then I will look for guys, hey, who is looking for work? Then we work on all that. Most of the time, the companies too, they have to spend a lot of money to apply to bring you here. So we try to arrange, how about I get you the people, I will pay for those processing fee and all that. But like I said, try and look for the job. Try and look for the job. And if you get, then we will come in and help you to apply, do the paperwork for you.
Talking about going to Google and looking for applying for job or looking for jobs online, we know we have this, like you said, we have fake 419 people and all over some websites that they will just find ways and take money from you and all that. Do you have a credible page, or do you have maybe some site that you can go there, official site that you can go there that they've put all these jobs or whatever there?
Yes, so that is called Job Bank. Job Bank is a job website created by the government of Canada. So
Bank.
Yes, Job Bank. So jobbank.ca. Every job. So if a company in Canada want to hire somebody from abroad, before the government will allow them, they have to go on Job Bank to advertise that position, to make sure that no Canadian is available, no permanent residents available for that job before they can apply to bring a foreigner. So usually you see a lot of foreigners on that site. If you get a job on Job Bank, you cannot put a job on Job Bank if your company is not credible, because you need your Canada Revenue Agency number. The employer need their social insurance number. They need all those steps before you can even create an account on that Job Bank. I mean, people can still go through and do fake on there, but I mean, the fake will not be so much, because the things that you need to provide as an employer, it's a lot. Another one is Indeed, Indeed, Indeed.ca. It's also a good website for employees. So you can put your CV there, and most of the time, the companies will get in touch with you. And Job Bank, as I mentioned, if you put your CV on there, if a job is applied, if a job is posted, the Job Bank is designed in a way that if your CV falls under those kind of jobs, they will prompt you to apply directly. So you'll be receiving email notification. They call it job matches for you to apply. So it makes it a bit easier. But one thing I want to also mention is last time I did a bit of education. I just did this videos online, and that is to say that if they are offering you a position, we have to be realistic to see how much are they paying you per hour. If it is too good to be true, you know it's fake. Nobody will bring you to Canada and pay you $25 an hour for cleaning jobs. I do get contracts like that, $25 an hour for cleaning job, $30 an hour for cleaning job. The question is, what are you coming to clean? You know, or you are going to work in a farm, you are going to pick vegetables, or we'll pay you $30 an hour. All those things are fake. I mean, go to Google, look for hourly wage in, if it is whichever area, if the city, wherever you see, if it is Calgary, just put it, that one, every Google search you are doing, try to look for the website that says canada.ca. If you see canada.ca, then you know that is official website of Canada.
If you just joined the channel, if you are new here, this is not the first time I'm hosting Stephen Audi. After the program, you can just contact me. I'll give you his number. But whatever question you want to ask him, you can also ask him here, and he will answer you. He's a busy man. You know, like now that I'm doing live with him, whatever you want to ask, you just ask him, he will answer you. It's not like you go back and be sending him messages and all that. Charlie, the man, he no get time plenty like that too. But I have some few questions. I'll just put it on the screen, then maybe you can answer it. Someone was asking about how to change the CV, Ghana CV to Canada CV. I mean, you explained that they should Google it, or?
Yeah. So that one, I'll mention a few things that you should do. The word CV, they don't use it here. They use resume. So, I mean, in English, we say resume. That's the French word, RESUME. So if you want to put a title as CV on top, I know a lot of people will put CV, or people will even spell it out. Remove that thing if you cannot put a resume. Just put your name there. Don't put your age over there. Don't put married over there. Don't put whether you are a man or a woman. Remove those things from there. If you want, just put your email address there, because people put their phone number because they want to call them to be called. So you will see +233 and all that. When a company, let's say if I'm looking for 5 people, and then I receive about 20 or 100, like sometimes I was doing LMI for one restaurant, and I did the job bank to do that LMI application. I will receive resumes from Congo, all over, some in French and all that. If I see that, I don't even forward it to the employer. So remove those things. And so that will be the first step if you don't have time to do any Google thing. So just put your email address over there. Put resume, things like that. Simple as that. If you have somebody in Canada, you can ask them, hey, can I put your number on it? So that if they call, just tell them, hey, I'm out of the country, but I'm available for Zoom interview. Things like that to speed things up.
Wow. So like the CV you are talking about, when you go online and you get a sample, or?
Yes, you get sample. Yes. Yeah. Canadian resume samples. So you will get that. You know,
the problem is that a lot of us, we don't like research. We don't like doing research. That's the problem. All these things that you are saying, they will listen, but they will come back again and be asking the same question, reading and reading. It looks like we don't have time. And I keep saying this thing on my show. It looks like we don't have time to do research. When we say research, few people do that, but a lot of people don't do this research. I don't know whether it's because of the reading or they feel lazy, or I don't understand.
You see, a few people do that. That one is true. I mean, there was a lady who contacted me not long ago. She said she watched your show and heard my name, but she doesn't have the phone number. So she went online to Google my name to search, and then later on landed on So Many Steven, went into my LinkedIn account, and that is how she did, and they finally got my contact. So there are a few people who do that, but there are so many people, they want you to feed them everything, to spoon feed them. I have even close family people who say, oh, you are there, why not do everything for me? Even passport, why not come and fill the forms for me? You know? So, I mean, if you want to travel, because when you come here, most of the jobs, you have to do some research. And here they don't have the time they will train you a day, train you tomorrow. Majority of the things you have to go online and find it. You will not be asking questions every day. No.
Steve-O, currently, what are some of the job opportunities that you have now? Now.
For now, it's more about the construction area. If you know how to use any of these equipments, it's very good. Those who are this big machine mechanics,
forklift and all that, excavator, or what do you call it?
Yes, excavator, those tractor, payloader, all those things are in high demand. If you know how to repair tractor, you know how to do those things, those are very high demand. The reason why, as a mechanic, in most of the provinces in Canada, you cannot just come and be a mechanic. You have to belong to the regulatory council. So you need a license to practice as a mechanic. But I mean, with your mechanic background, or you've worked in, let's say, in the mining before, or you've done any of these things, those are okay. Greenhouse mostly is about hard labor. You pick things, plant, having all this vegetables, Christmas trees, and all those things. Those are also okay. But I find most of the greenhouses tend to employ from the Caribbean than Africa, because most of, like, I have a lot of clients from Trinidad and Tobago who are here on the greenhouse, Jamaica, Bahamas, all those areas. I don't know why the Africans, we don't do well, because some of us too, when we come, we want fast money. So that $15 an hour, a company did 2 years visa for you. When they come within 2 months, they run away, they move to a different place. So we don't stay. But I would say the construction area, do those jobs. One other thing that I do have clients that I help to find work very easily. The biggest work, as you said, do the research. Put some work in your CV. I have somebody who I guided him. He did videos, just like 2 minutes video. He's repairing the car, and he's explaining, this is the parts of the car, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do. You don't have to speak good English. Or this is the machine. Okay, I'm going to pick this thing up. I'm digging the ground. Did about 4 or 5 of those things. Added the CV to it. We put into a portfolio. Then we send it to employers, and then employers say, "Oh, this is impressive." You know. So you have to. The thing is, you are fighting with people from all over the world. How do you stand out? You know, you cannot just send CV and then, because the same job, people from India, people from Kenya, Zimbabwe, everybody's applying for it. You know, so you have to make sure that you do something that's you are above everybody.
Somebody is saying that DJ, it's not like we don't like research, but there are too many fake sites online. But you just mentioned some credible sites now, right?
Yes, yeah, job bank. You see, even here in Canada, we have a lot of the scammers. We call something the CRA scam. It's like Ghana revenue. Here they will call you and say, you've not filed your taxes. We are going to send you back. Or you need, and they do get a lot of the old people. You need to send $20,000 or you go to prison, because here, if you don't pay your taxes, it's a criminal offense. So we have all of that. But I mean, I do speak to people most of the time, those who contact me through your show to say, hey, check this one for me. Most of the time I respond to them. And with those ones, even if I don't have time, I'll make time. If I see the document and it's not genuine, I will say, hey, please don't pay anything to these people. The biggest thing is, do not pay money until you are very sure. There was some people who also contacted me through this show, and they are in Israel. I've asked them if I could talk about them on this show. A company is in Israel. They are Ghanaians. Took, I think, over $8,000 from them, that they will find job for them in Canada. And not only them, most of the Ghanaian community in Israel, some Nigerians and all that. So I got all of them online. I called those companies, and some of those numbers were fax machine. One was a bank number they just put on the application. Now they couldn't even take their money back. And they are talking about thousands and thousands of dollars, you know.
Wow.
But people are desperate. Like people, and you see, it's very easy to show that you are desperate. People contact me and say, I'm begging you, can you help me? I have the money. I want to come and work in Canada. Then I will say, look, I don't have anything in place now. The moment you start telling the person, I'm begging you, I have the money right now, it's like you're opening your doors. If I am a scammer, I will say, okay, I have a job for you. I am here. Send me $3,000. That is how they scam you. You are making it easy for you to be scammed.
What are the new measures? 2023. This year has already ended. What are the new policies, new measures in Canada? I can see they are looking for people from what you are saying. They are
As
looking
for
for
that, for sure.
people.
As for that, it's true. They are increasing the total number of people that will be invited to come. The thing that slowed down visa processing this past few months is right after we were recovering from COVID, application backlog, Ukraine happened. And then they have to, I did an information session to Ukrainians here. Currently, there are over 600 to so many hundreds of thousands of applications that they are working on. But they want to bring a lot of people in. But one thing too is when the Ukrainians were coming, they rushed their visas. So they gave all of them, some of them were very short period of, just like visit visa, some of them were like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. But now there's a program for them to also change and to get those work permits. There are so much restrictions on them. But you, the ordinary people who are coming, now, even though the number is increased for next year, there are people who are already in the system also fighting for the same positions. So one thing is, you who wants to come in, if it is work that you want, you see, work is the, I would say, the best thing to get, but it is the most difficult to also get through. If you think you finished secondary school and you have some SSC results, or you passed math, at least you got some D in math or English, I would say if you have a bit of money, go through the study permit route. That is if the work route is not working. That one is very fast, very genuine way. If it is the work, then you have to keep contacting people like us. It will take time, but definitely you will go through. But anyway, if, like, I do work on a couple of with a couple of companies, if something comes up, I'll let you know. You put it on your site, and then those who are interested could apply for those jobs. I will handle everything. I will do your work permit, everything. That one, you know that yes, this is genuine. So let's all pray.
Steve, let's say I'm in Ghana and I've sent my details to a company, and then okay, they pick me. What's the procedure after they pick me? They send me or whatever the document. Then I will not go. Will I still go for interview, or I don't need interview? How do you do it? The process.
So the process, you will go through all the process with the immigration application. That is where the complications comes in, because you have to fill out all the work permit application form. You have to submit everything to the visa officer. The visa officer, number one, there's only one side that will say, do you have a job offer? You click yes. Is the job offer supported by LMIA? If you say no, is it a rural northern migration program? You say yes. Then you submit that paper that was given to you. That is just one small part of it. You will not go for any interview. If the visa officer thinks that there is something tricky here, then they may invite you for an interview. But I would say it is even less than 1% of people who will go for an interview. It is even less. If people still get refused, that one, people still get refused, even though they have everything genuine, because the company has given you the job. You doing your work permit is up to you. But this is also one thing I found through people who contacted me through SVTV. They get the job offer from the company. The person offering the job is telling them, we have immigration firm that will do your work permit for you. Those ones, let me know. I mean, the moment the company giving you the job is asking you to pay for application fee, they have a company doing the visa for you. It is true, because I do work for some companies like that. It is very easy. Go online. If the person is an immigration consultant, just look for CICC. That is our regulatory council, which handles our license and everything. Put the person's name into it. You will see if they are active or they are not active. Put the company name there. If you don't see anything, you know that that is fake. So all of us, I mean, if you go to CICC, licensed immigration practitioners, If you put my name, Awudi or Stephen or Dask Immigration, you will see active. We follow all the education and all that every year.
Okay, before I pick your questions, you can still send your questions. Make sure you share this link. Click on the share button to share it to your friends and family to join us, SBTV Africa. Drop your questions. I'll put it on the screen for Stephen to answer. We are entering into 2023. What's the new measures? What are the new policies? What's happening? Tell us something before I pick questions.
2023, I would say there is always a high need of people to come to Canada. That is number one. The number of people they want has increased. Another good measure that started this November is all those who are coming to go to school over here can work as many hours they want. Before, international students can only work 20 hours. Now they can work as many hours, but you still have to maintain your study permit. You cannot just come and not go to school. You still have to be going to school and then be working, if it is 40, 50 hours, so far as your strength can permit you in the night, whatever. Those are some of the measures. You see that there's the high need to get people to work. So the government is doing everything possible. But one thing the government keeps saying is they want qualified people. They want people who can contribute to the economic development of Canada. So they don't just want anybody. So at least if you are at home, wherever you are, try to polish your English. Even there are so many online schools now you can do to get a secondary school certificate. I have people from Trinidad, Tobago, Jamaica. Some people finished secondary school in 1989. They don't have the certificate. The school is closed down, nothing. So they go online, they pay about $400-500. They take that course, they get a whole certificate. Virtual secondary school. You give it some time. Within 3 to 6 months, you'll be able to take all those things. Then now you are in the system to go through.
Okay, let me just go straight to questions time. You can bring your drop your questions. I will let Stephen read and then answer you. Let me just go back and see. Somebody is saying, I want to know how easy or hard is it to apply and get it. Okay, Stephen, you go answer some of the questions. Make I go, yeah. Hold on.
I saw one question a while ago I want to touch on. I think it's from, is it a Roland or something? The question was saying that, can you use one resume to apply for all the jobs or many jobs? I would say you should tailor your resumes, because we do get resumes. The resumes for let's say they need a chef or a cook or something, and you are sending your resume that you sent for construction or so many things. So try and change it to match the jobs that you are sending.
Oh, okay. Let me just go back to, if you need his contact after the program, just WhatsApp me. I'll send you his number. But he's a busy man. Oh. Just don't go and be saying, if you are, just go straight to the point. Don't go and be saying, boss, hi, hello.
I know somebody got angry with me, sent me a message that you can't do SVTV, they lie, say you go help us. We say you know the response of you be scammer.
I just saw one. He said he has been calling you, you don't pick. When they call you, you don't pick. I said, hey, Massa.
I will come Ghana next year, so I will try to meet all of you. SVTV for organize some this thing for some place where we all go meet.
Yeah. Okay, let's take this one.
Yeah, I want to know how easy or hard it is to apply or get a visit visa, especially with a Virgin passport. Thank you. I mean, I've gotten a lot of Virgin passports, gotten visa. Yesterday, there was one visit visa. I mean, it came out just this week that it got 10 years multiple. Visit visa, like I said this on this show before, that majority of the thing depends on you, the person. If a visa officer will give you visit visa, they know it's very easy for people to come with visit visa and not go back. They want to see, do you have something going on where you are? If you struggle to even raise $1,000 and you said you are coming for holidays, because to visit, what are you coming to visit for? Are you coming for a conference? If you're coming for a conference, what is the purpose of the conference? There was a case whereby the guy contacted me, two guys actually. One came, one of these travel and tours did a visit visa for them. The other one who was coming got to Amsterdam, and then when the flight information was sent to Canada, they saw that, okay, this visit visa was for oil and gas conference, and then later on it was changed to greenhouse conference because he delayed, he didn't travel at the time. With that information alone, they sent this guy back. They didn't allow. So look at yourself. If you want to come for a visit, what are you coming for a visit for? Is your bank statement strong enough? Do you have some work going on? Will your employer give you a letter to come? Show that, hey, look, let's be true to ourselves. How many Ghanaians spend thousands of dollars just to go abroad, just for holidays and come back? It's usually those who have something going on, some money going on. You know, even going to Kumasi from Accra, you still need to have some money in your pocket. You don't just stand up and then go.
Someone says, DJ, ask Steve, can you ask Steve if a person, maybe a person is in UK, will say, okay, let me read it. Let me take my time and read it. I'm watching your interview with Steve. Can you ask him if a person resides in UK, will be able to apply the rural jobs if they have jobs career or something?
Yes. I mean, with a rural job, wherever you are, you can definitely apply. Ghana, UK, wherever you are. The most important thing is that work permit is temporary residence visa. If you have overstayed your visa where you are, it's going to be difficult, even if they give you that job. Because even though they've given you the job, work permit, the contract is 2 years or 3 years. So the visa officer, you are telling the visa officer that after these 3 years, I will go back to my country or where I'm coming from. If your visa has expired where you are, that will be a problem. The visa officer will say, even if we bring you, you will not go back. So make sure you sort that out. If you make plans to go to Ghana and apply from there, whatever you do, think about that. But you can do that from UK, wherever you are.
Okay. So, okay, let's pick this one. Okay, so Steve, you can read.
So I said, I heard him say you would have to take out anything that shows you're a foreigner from your CV. I would like him to clarify that. You see, I am not saying that is the rule, so there's any law that you have to show that, because the thing is they are looking to bring you from outside to come in. Based on my experience, from, I've been part of a hiring committee. If they see that there are so many applications coming in, and then your application, you are in Ghana or you are over there, because most of the jobs, they are looking whether you're in Ghana or you are in abroad. So if those things are there, it is very easy for them to throw those CVs away. But we are looking at CV, if I don't see anything that shows it's abroad, and I think it will be easy for me to just make a call, the person will travel from maybe Vancouver or Calgary to the job location, I go for that first. So that is to help you for your CV to stand out. You are not, I mean, it's not like you are lying. It's just something to help you to come to be able to be given the chance. That is why I do that. Do they have jobs for teachers? And I also want to know if they have factory work, which doesn't require any qualifications like cleaning jobs. Yes. Teachers, that is a tricky one, because teaching job is regulated. What I mean regulated is you have to belong to the Teachers Association to be able to get a teaching job. You cannot get a teaching job just like that. It's not like Ghana that, they will just hire you, go and teach in this thing. Teachers do come, But the process is, if you're a licensed teacher, look at the Teachers Association in the area that you are going to and apply for the teacher's license. And then they will have to get your teacher certificate evaluated. That's a long process. In terms of factory jobs, cleaning and all that, yes, those jobs are available. But the thing is, you would have to show that you are qualified for the job. If it is LMIA, you don't need to go and take the English test. You don't need to do all that. That is also the difficult one. But if you get that one, that is perfect. But if you're doing the rural pilot program, you need your English level and your high school certificate.
Okay, next.
I'm a field technician into renewable energy. Please, do I have a chance in there? Field technician, you definitely have a chance in here. This job, as you're saying, looks kind of, I don't know if you have to be regulated. Like in Ghana, teachers are regulated, doctors. You cannot just be a doctor. You have to belong to the medical association. With a field technician, those jobs are in high demand over here, because not many people can get those kind of jobs. So if you can, it is very easy to find those kind of jobs on Indeed.com, Job Bank, and all those things. I'm a dietitian currently doing my national service. How can I get a job in Canada? A dietitian, you see that I would say it is easy to get a job, but as we all know, a dietitian, I don't know, the FDA, the Food and Drugs Authorities in Ghana, those rules are a little bit different from that of this place. So would you be able to get a job directly as a dietitian here? Chances are not that very high. So they would want somebody who is very familiar with the food and regulations and all those things over here. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. All the thing is try, throw your CVs out there, try as much as possible, and then you will be able to go through. What are the chances as an IT inclined jobs in Canada and also customer service representative? I would say IT inclined jobs are, your chances of getting that is higher, because you see, always we look at how many people are into IT in Ghana. Very few. Customer representative, everybody can do it. I can be at the front and be a cashier. Everybody can do that. So those jobs, yes, you can apply. But if you have the IT certificate, your chances are higher in that area. Is there an app or website to create a very good resume? Yes, I've even tried. A couple of people use this. I think the easy way is, if you have a Microsoft Word document, go to Microsoft Word document, click on, I think, File, Template, and then there'll be resumes over there, and just change a bit of things in there. That is the easy way you can pick a very nice template from Microsoft Word. Or even if you go to Google, there are some resumes website, but you would have to pay. They will walk you through. They'll be asking you questions. You answer, and they walk you through. After you are done, you pay some like $5, $10, and then you download it. Link of Nanny Canadian. Nanny, I don't know. There are a lot of agencies that hire nannies, caregiver, support workers for this kind of job, nanny workers. So I don't really have, I don't know any agency, but those things, I can provide some of those for you. There are a couple of them around, the caregiver nanny jobs. If he knows of a website where I can register for my English proficiency test. So the English proficiency test, it depends on what you are going to use it for. That is the IELTS, IELTS, IELTS. If you're in Ghana, that is the only one that you can do. If you are not in Ghana and you are in, let's say, China, India, Philippines, there's another one called CELPIP. CELPIP is a Canadian version. IELTS is between British Council and I think Australia also, but mainly British Council. So you just have to Google IELTS to do that. If you are coming as a student, that means you have to use the academic English proficiency. If you're coming as a permanent resident or to work, then you have to use the general English proficiency test. The same with the CELPIP. Can security guard in Dubai have a chance in their place? I think everybody will have a chance. That one for sure. There are security companies that do employ people. The advantage you would have is that, okay, you have work experience in Dubai, which most of these people, that kind of preconceived notion that, okay, Dubai is well organized in terms of those security companies. So that work experience could give you an added advantage to be able to get a security guard job here. Can you say about this? Because I have received my letter from my biometric at the Canadian Embassy. What can you say about this? Because I've received my letter for biometric at the Canadian Embassy. You see, biometric, a lot of people, they receive, the biometric is the fingerprint they go and do. If you submit a visa, right away, that letter comes. Some people, their letter may delay. That is the first step for the government to know that you do not have any criminal record. So you go and do your fingerprint. That does not mean your visa has been approved. That doesn't mean anything at all. That means, okay, we've received your application. The first thing we want to be sure is you do not have any criminal record. So with Canada, the first thing they do is they do an FBI check. They do an Interpol check. They do other criminal, they call it criminality check. Those are the steps that are required to be sure that you do not have any application, any criminal, any jail, any of those things in the past. So the fingerprint is the first step. It doesn't mean you'll be approved or you'll not be approved or anything. What are the logistics and supply chain management chances in Canada? I mean, these are general questions that may be difficult to say. All depends. So far as you study supply chain management, I'm pretty sure your knowledge or your education was not only about Ghana. Supply chain management, it's definitely something that you study about general things. So your chances are very high wherever you are, especially in the developed world. So in Canada, definitely you will get a chance. There is a group where we are being sponsored to Canada with a 2-year working visa. Also, we will be paying back the sponsor 4,000 in 6 months after our arrival and jobs provided. So, is there a question in there?
Maybe he's asking if it's credible. I don't know.
Yeah, you see, I don't want to say some things are not credible or not, because most of these things, some of them are genuine, some of them are not. So until I see, like yesterday, funny thing, somebody called me from my city. He doesn't know I'm from Ghana. And then they called me, they want to sponsor somebody. He said he found the love of her life. So I do this sponsorship for people in Canada as well. And the person is from Navrongo, Ghana. So they went to somebody in Accra who said you should pay some money. So I should check it. If I look at the document, then I'll be able to know if it is true or not. But what I can advise you is look at the phone number or email on any of those documents. Just call them. Call, especially if they give you contract and there's a phone number on it. Just get up around this time, make a phone call to those companies and just say, hey, I've been offered a job, so my name is this. Do you have my name in your list? I'm coming through an agent. Check. Some will tell you, no, we don't have anything like that. Or they will tell you, we know there's a scam going on using our company name. So you will find out. Healthcare workers. There is a high need for healthcare workers because Canada is the demand for healthcare workers is very high. But the process for you to practice in the healthcare here is very slow. It's very, very slow. I was talking to a friend of mine who is, I don't know if he will be listening to this, but maybe he's a specialist in Ghana. He's a specialist in Colipa. I do a lot of doctors, their applications as well. And To get a specialist appointment in Canada, you are looking, it depends where you are, even Ontario, BC, and all that. It could take you almost a year to get a specialist appointment. So healthcare workers are needed so much over here, but they cannot just give you a healthcare, nurse, work as a nurse or a doctor, and then you just jump in. You have to first go to the association. If you're a nurse, look for the Nurses Association in Canada, Doctors Association, write to them, tell them what is the credential evaluation, how do I get my education recognized for me to obtain the license. There are so many steps. So, some of those things, if you get in touch with me, I will be able to lead you to the right direction. School program route, Lexus. So the school program route, that is, you are coming to study. With the international student route, that is more of you, the person, looking for a school that is allowed to recruit international, to give admission to international students. You get that international student admission, and then you apply for study to come. Now I've seen a lot of cases. People apply, people get refused based on the fact that the person has master's degree from University of Ghana, Legon. Let's say master's in marketing, coming to do a diploma in marketing. The visa officer usually said the person had a higher education, coming to do a lower level. That doesn't make sense. So now we advise that if you're coming to go to school, it should be an advancement of what you've done, or you are coming to study something that you will be able to explain how that could lead to your career advancement, or that how that program of study could lead to a plan that you have. Let's say you want to set up something in Ghana, but you need a foreign education to be competitive enough to go into that field. That is why you are doing it.
Okay, I think, Steve,
yeah,
I can see more questions coming, but if you need any further question or whatever you want to ask him, I'll just get you his number. Or you have a website. Can they visit your website?
Yeah, they can visit my website. It's daskimmigration.com.
Let me spell it. Let me put it here. It's what?
Yeah, so www.daskimmigration.com.
Okay. So the website is on the screen now. I think I got it right?
Yes. Yeah, that's correct. So that's immigration. They can
so
also send me email if they want to. You can send me email. That is info@daskimmigration.com. info@daskimmigration.com.
Okay, so I think the email will be better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right?
Yes, that's right. So okay, what I will do, I will put a questionnaire on the website either today or tomorrow, so that if you go, you just type it, and then there will be a place. Where did you hear our name from? You just put SVTV over there. Then you submit. Then we will get back to you.
Okay, so that's that. Stephen,
yeah.
Thank you so much for passing through SBTV Africa. I know you are a busy man, but today, dear Charlie, you have time. Give me.
Mm-hmm. No, thank you for your. I'll be one of those secret viewers. I watch all your videos. This matter day, the matter day one where they enjoy pass.
matter day be new program. Matter day it be PPNG. I get some hot video. Video and they can't drop self. Matter day.
They enjoy that one. Wow.
Matter the idea, Charlie. Steve, thank you so much. Do you have any last message? His email is on the screen, so just email him. That's all.
I just want to plead with everybody to not be angry too much if I don't get time to respond. But I will get to everybody in time. The main thing is I try to do small cases so that I can pay much attention to them. So just take your time. Don't be too desperate and lose money in doing so.
As for the desperation there, yeah, I desperate. Obi I desperate. Ma otuetu bribe. Yesterday, some guy called me, Charlie. He said somebody chopping 7,000. If they go UK, they can help him. The person say he say he no go school before. The person say he go school. He go take in fingerprint and things for UK embassy and things. He take in 7,000. He say they Kumasi. So they are saying, yo, me bomb audio no crowd best results. They are saying attack. So 7,000. Why do you say? Why?
Easy. Look, it's very easy. You say, oh, if you see that desperation, say I mean, that is why people do that kind of thing, you know. But anyway,
I remember I've asked you this before. Do you have Canada? Do you have lottery? Do you do this DV lottery thing? Because I see people posting DV Canada 2023, and then they
no, we don't have any lottery in Canada. The only system we have, which is a little bit similar to lottery system, is the parent and grandparent sponsorship. Even that one, every January, I mean, by this time, people are getting, if I want to sponsor my mom, my dad, grandparents, then you fill out the application. It opens January 1st. You fill out all that application. When you fill that out, it all goes into one database. The government just goes in and pick the people. They did that, just pick random, but they saw that wasn't working. So now they pick the first 2,500 and then they start processing. That is all. But to say lottery, there's nothing like Canada Visa lottery.
Monica Nuopo, you say you couldn't get the email, but the email is on the screen.
That name sounds familiar.
The email is on the screen. Check the comment section, you see it. Charlie Steve, thank you so much for passing through. If anything, we'll come back again.
Sure. Sounds good. So we'll catch up again.
Nice one. Thank you so much, Steve, for passing through SBTV Africa. Guys, thank you so much. If you enjoyed it, just subscribe to our channel. I'll bring him more. Friday, today is Thursday, right? It's today Thursday. So tomorrow I'll have our host lawyer, Wisdom Akau 5:30, and also from UK. Then also Aisha, German immigration expert, 4 p.m. Ghana time, and 5:30, lawyer Wisdom Akau. So those who are interested in UK, want to go to UK, more about UK, 5:30, you will join me here live. And then 4 p.m. too, I'll be hosting Aisha. German, Schengen visa, Schengen Komo. Thank you guys. Subscribe to our channel. I told you, if you don't subscribe to SBTV Africa, you watch. Those who subscribe will not miss this. But if they watch, they subscribe, they click on notification bell. Go to see things. So here, I will give you all, and they bring more things. So if you subscribe, tell your friends, share to friends and family to join us. My name is DJ Nyame. I'll thank my production team, DJ Click, Sharon, Tina and D. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, to SBTV Sports, the sports channel. Just search SBTV Sports, SBTV Africa, SBTV Africa Foundation. Let's help together. Charlie, Tua, thank you all. MK, Katon, Monica, all of you, Ewa, Roland, Hambo GH, Lawrence, Richmondo, plenty. Very much Esiedu. Just send him email. He will respond to you. James Kweku Aban, Godfred Yamwa, and more. Charlie, big ups, guys, big ups. Much love. Thank you all. Tua.
Eyo da sani bia ni da so se obenya adwuma ye sanso na yentimi nya adwuma ebra ye ni anyinama hoden etoda wobedru adwuma mu na nkane ani ho eba saa na atete no aye bebre enkankan se wobepo adwuma ba fie na nkane ani fie wokoso generator nso a ase famie nanso se wonim JB Mobile Engineers a all the above problems will be a thing of the past. JB Mobile Engineers in Kwan e bema 24-hour dedicated generator services. JB Mobile Engineers, yɛtɔn generators, ɛyɛ foforɔ ɛne adada nyinaa. Saa nso na yɛ maintenance, repairs, consultation, mekyerɛ sɛ woyɛ adwuma sɛ efie nnwuma ahodoɔ na wopɛ sɛ wotɔ generator ɛnyɛ generator bia na wɔsɛ wotɔ enti woba yɛbɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu na yɛbɛboa wo. Saa nso so ɛna yɛyɛ welding and fabrication sɛ wo generator ketewa anaa kɛseɛ yɛbɛsi dan kamakama ɛde asi so sɛ bɛyɛ nsuo ne awia ɛnsɛe no. Sɛ woyɛ school, asɔre, hospital, companies and mining companies obiara ɛbɛyɛ so ɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi aboa mo ɛyɛ generator ɛbɛboa wɔ adwuma nyinaa. Wɔn JB Mobile Engineers ɛwɔ Tema Michelle Camp Road Freyɛ ɛwɔ 0244623899 and 0207596676. JB Mobile Engineers, your generator friend.